do. But what it is, as Tim said, it's an opportunity to put the best face out to the public about the Pinehurst Southern Pines Association of Realtors. One of the shows, and it's just a talk show, and we try to give good information. We're not selling a home, we're not selling a product. One week we had Pam Hill, Laurie Dirknet, Tom coordinated the show, and it was an opportunity for everybody in the association to get in and talk a little bit about what we do, some of the community service things that we do. Tim has been on the show. We ask sometimes different brokers to come on and speak. We don't care what company they're from. We only care that their information is good and solid and that they can understand that it's for the public good. It's not for our own individual betterment. And you know what? It's an easy line to walk. We want people to use realtors. We want people not to go for sale by owner, especially in these times. Pricing is so important right now, and we try to throw as positive a light out there. We've had a couple of realtors on who've been on more than once, and when they come on, please tell us who you are, tell us what company you're with. It's not a competitive situation. We're working as a team, and that's the kind of spirit that we want, and it's something we should do with everybody. One of the worst things we can do is today especially, when listings are about to expire, we get contacted by sellers. They want to change gears. They want to fire the coach. It's when you keep your mouth shut. If they want to talk to you, you can talk to them. You don't have to pass any judgment. You don't have to make any value judgments about what job was done before, but you just say, let me tell you what I can do for you. We don't want to knock down our partners or our competition, however you want to say it. I would rather say partners, because it makes us look small. And we have to look at the pie as, there's enough for everybody. It's not that theory of scarcity, where we have to grab what we can grab, because if we don't, someone else is going to get it. That's a formula to lose. And if you do everything right and everything courteously every minute of every day, or if you try to, and you have situations that require a tender thought or like a soft presentation where you don't want to go back at the person personally, it'll come back to help you later. You're building up dividends, because you are only as good as your word, and you're only as good as your reputation. And it's so easy these days to spot people who are just out for themselves, and you get a sixth sense. How many people here have been in the real estate business more than 3 years? Kelly, I know you have. So you have. You've not. You have. So we're all veterans. I mean, some of the things that I'm saying, nothing that I'm saying is new, but it's just the way we have to try to look at things today, especially. You're brand new, but your mom has been in the business a long time, so she's going to coach you, right? Okay. Are you new? Okay. If you take a long view, my first 2 years in this business, I just will tell you, I would sit in the Harris Teeter parking lot and I would read the pilot. I was so lonely. I was a jewelry manufacturer for 20 years, and I thought, oh, I'll make the transition into this business like that. Well, my first year, I think I had 7 transactions. In my second year, I had 9. And the second year, all I did was eat and breathe real estate. And I said, what is going on? Well, I went from 9 to 24 to 48 to 58. It does take time. People have to know you. They have to know you're experienced. And if you live it every day, and that's what you do, and you're not looking at the short term, where am I going to be in 3 months? Where are you going to be in 3 years? And if you can do that, and it tests your faith, it will always pay off, as long as you're doing everything right every minute and every hour of each day. Everyone has a different personality and everyone has a different style. But some of these things are tenets of just a good business, whether it's real estate or not. I go all over the board sometimes when I do this, but I'm very passionate about the business. I love what I do. I love serving other people, and at the end of the day, if you get paid for it, that's great. There have been situations where, my gosh, things happen where we don't think we get treated fairly. But if you still are doing the right things, people will recognize it, and it'll come back to you in other referrals, in other ways. And you just have to be patient. The first sheet that was passed out to you are all the rules and the regulations that we all know, but we always have to look at all the time to refresh our memories, because we are service people and we are serving others, so we have to be beholden to those other people, and that means phone calls, courtesies, respecting the seller even though you're running late on appointments, calling an agent if you're going to be late for a showing and you know that the person who lives there might be an elderly person and can't leave the property, because they worry. If any of you have ever worked with Pinehurst Trace, oh my gosh, you set up an appointment and you go in and the person's in a wheelchair, or she can't leave the house because she can't drive anymore. And you have to be very sensitive to all of that stuff, because people will remember if you're not. I think I've rambled enough. I think